gotta do, folks. Your bull Mars 1205 numbers after the name of little games beating action over here, man. Y'all already know how we be is doing. Been a minute since we've been able to post a video, man. And I beat this game maybe like a week or two after it came out, maybe like two and a half weeks, I think. And I didn't play it the first couple of days. I was busy working, and then I managed to get around to it. The Last of Us 2, it's just a 10 out of 10. It's by far the best video game I've played this year. Not even close. Let me start with the gameplay parts first. They pretty much just improve and expand from the first one in a bunch of different ways that just make it a lot easier, and it's just good. There's really no other way around it. I almost don't really think the difficulty matters that much. It depends on kind of how you play it. I've played it on whatever the normal mode is, whatever like they default you to. I don't actually think there's an achievement for beating it on like a harder mode. I don't know if they've added achievements since, or trophies, pardon me. Trophies. I always play it to try to be as stealth as possible until it hits the fan, and then I just have to be violent. It's kind of your Marco's Stealth 101 gameplay. It's like, yo, no one's gonna see me, no one's gonna see me. Okay, I killed like half of them. Good, I'm doing a good job. Hey, who's there? Yo, guns blazing. So that's kind of how I play all stealth games. That's how I play this one. But I actually like replay too, like some sections sometimes. I'll let myself die just because I never wanted to be caught without resources, and this game is a big resource management kind of game to a certain extent, where you don't want to burn through everything, because that'll really make things like harder. So that's kind of how I played it. So as I was playing it, I was like, I think I could play this almost on any mode, because I'm kind of playing it as if it's like on a hard mode to begin with anyway. But the gameplay runs pretty smooth and fluid. If you play the first one, you're going to be very familiar with it, and you're going to like it. I don't know, nothing too crazy about the gameplay thing. I do like how like the animations are so smooth. I mean, you saw over here before I got shot and I fell back and stuff. It works really well. Sound-wise, amazing. 10 out of 10 with the score and the moments. And narratively speaking, and the acting part, I mean, that's where The Last of Us shines the most. The story is great. It's engaging. I feel it might go a little bit too long. There's a couple points where I thought the game was going to be over and it wasn't. And I'm like, I'm not a big Abby guy, person. Nothing wrong with her. I remember the controversy at the beginning was because she was a chick or she was butch. I think that's ludicrous. You could be whatever you want with whatever gender you want. I could care less. I just didn't really like playing as the quote-unquote bad guy. And although you see her side of things and you get her story and understand her story, I'm very much attached to Joel and Ellie from the beginning. And spoiler alert, when Joel dies early on, I was really pretty sad. I was like, no! Because I like Joel. So it's a great game. If you have a PlayStation 4, get it. If you're going to get a PlayStation 5, get it. And get the first one too. 10 out of 10.